course.
Miley, we're doing an sure. What's that? New Year's Maybe to like stop talking about things that I want to do and actually like get out there and do it. That's kind of been my biggest goal recently, especially when I'm out on the road.
If you could do one life-changing thing next year, what would it be?
Life-changing thing. Actually, I want to do a mission trip when I can. I've been planning on going to Indonesia since I was like 8 years old, and it's something that I always want to do. And I was never old enough to go with my church because my church would always go. So that's something that I want to do at some point.
What does the song "Obsessed" mean to you?
I wrote "Obsessed" because I think that's like what every girl's like fantasy is like to feel is to be like you can't sleep and you can't eat and whatever. And I'm not really like that mushy of a person. I have like a heart, but I'm not that mushy. So I kind of wrote that for like all the girls that want to feel like that. And even if you're not that way, I think everyone wants to feel that feeling at some point.
How do people who battle life-threatening illnesses inspire you and encourage you?
It inspires me because you know, I hear people tell me all the time that like I'm their hero and that they look up to me. And then I go to these children's hospitals, you know, and I look at them and I say that, right, that's my hero, because I don't know what I would do if something like that happened to me or my family, and especially families that are so strong and stay together, because not only does it, you know, it affects the kid, but it affects the family around them, and especially the siblings. And so when I go and meet these kids, not only do I meet the ones that are being affected with illness, but I want to meet the ones that, you know, are surrounded with that, because it can like really take over your whole body just as a family.
How did you get involved with this charity?
I've been involved with City of Hope for about like 3 years now, and they contacted me because I've always wanted to be involved with something that's like not just for now and not something that's just going to deal with the kids of the present that are dealing with illness, but it's a cure, and it's for the ones that, you know, 10, 15, 20, thousands of years from now, you know, it's affecting them, and they're, you know, they're already fighting for their lives.
Your grandfather inspired you to work for this charity, correct?
Yeah.
And if you could have one more conversation with him right now, what would you want to have?
I think I would just ask him, you know, I would want more like guidance. I think there's like so many questions that as you get older, you know, I was like 12 years old when he died, or 13, and so like now as you grow up, I think that's what I would want to ask, you know, how to get involved, and, you know, maybe what his main struggles was on, you know, in his, you know, like final times, maybe what was the most, you know, hard thing for them. And so for the people that are dealing with cancer now, I can, you know, help them more through those times.
Have you prepared yourself for that time that you put on the Hannah Montana wig for the last time when you get to the end of the series? Have you thought about what that's going to feel like?
Not really, because, you know, I don't feel like really, you know, involved. I'll always be involved with that, and, you know, the show won't just come to an end. You know, there'll always be reruns and stuff like that, and I think that's something that I always want to keep like in my life, because it's something that has really, you know, affected me and has put me where I am today.
Miley, what gives you hope?
Honestly, I think the best thing for me is when I'm having like a hard day, my little sister. As much as there's times that I'm just like want to like just get her off the bus, so I'm like, I need some time to think and some quiet, but when I see her, and there'll be times that I'll see her wearing something and it'll be exactly what I wore the day before, or the other day I had on like this outfit and literally the next day she had on the exact same thing, and it just makes me smile, because, you know, I hear that from kids that, you know, are fans, but when it's like a little sister, and it encourages me to do, you know, other things, because my little sister's backstage right now at City of Hope, and she's, you know, if she's going to copy me on those things, I want her to copy me on the positive things that I do as well, you know, things that are like a bigger picture.
Tell us about your Sex and the City cameo.
It was pretty cool. It was something that I've always been like really into. I've always really liked that show. So I think it's gonna be really cool, and just the cast was like so nice, and the director was so nice, and it's like such a friendly set.
Do you miss being on Twitter? And like, how do you connect to your Hollywood friends when you're not on Twitter?
You know, the reason I mostly got rid of my Twitter is because I was just like, I was so, you know, that's what I said like my New Year's resolution was, that I wanted to take more time to actually do the things that I, you know, say I'm doing, and really do them to the fullest I can, and I don't feel like I was doing that, so I don't really miss it. I think the greatest thing though is, you know, being able to stay connected, but that's what phones and email are for, and you can have like private conversations and not have to worry about, you know, what other people are going to think or what other people are going to say about it.
Is there anyone you'd like to be stuck in an elevator with, dead or alive?
Maybe John Lennon. I would ask him for all the rights to his songs, and I would recut them all.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay.